got the winch popped off here. One of the problems we're going to take care of too is the park brake. We're going to reline that. Looks like the cable, I don't know, the cable's got a little adjustment left to it. I don't know what the hell they got going on here, but we're going to check that out. I guess we should see if we can adjust it. Looks like there's some adjustment left here. I don't know, looks like there's a nut down in here. I'll have to take this apart and see what's really going on. Okay, we got this parking brake mess to figure out. The parking brake doesn't hold. Cable's out of adjustment there, if you can see that. Where is it? Oh yeah, right there. But then it's way whacked out of adjustment here. So, I don't know. I think we'll just get a band for it. Put a band on it when we got winch off there. It'd just be easy to fix it now as it did later. Pretty lazy, so sometimes being lazy makes you work a little harder, believe it or not. So we'll maybe take this apart and try to figure out what's going on here. This is a kit added after on. Field installed. So I see a bolt here. I don't know or a nut there. I don't really think that's supposed to go there. This cable doesn't seem to line up quite right. I don't know. These bolts are finger tight. Okay, so we've been playing around with our brake program here. Biggest problem is this piece down here where the band gets anchored to is not really in the right spot. Everything is basically towards this center pin about a ½ inch. And that makes a band run off the drum about that much. Made a little spacer, tried to space that out. I got us closer. We're going to heat this up and bend that. That looks like it's bent a little bit the wrong way, or maybe welded in there crooked or whatever. We're going to bend that a little straight, put it back together with the spacer, and it may be acceptable then. But more than likely we're going to have to cut this all out and start all over. Just because it won't be perfect. Got to have it perfect. Gonna do it right. Got to do it right. Okay, so Finkelstein's telling me that no matter what him and the guy from the Timberjack dealer did, they just could not get the brake band to sit halfway square or run true on the drum. I'm used to all the parts that were here. That baby runs pretty true. Slap her on. See what you say right there where it needs to be. But as you can see, pretty much we're maxed out on our adjustment. So we got a new lining coming. Ordered for that from Harold's Logging Supplies in, I don't know, Camden, Maine or somewhere like that. Call them guys up, man. They just know exactly what you want. You want the whole band or just the lining? Oh no, yeah, we're cheap. We just want the lining and the rivets. We don't want to buy that extra metal if we can help it. So we're waiting for that to come in. We'll reline that, get the winch back on, take it out to the tree and test it. Okay, we got our park brake band here. We're going to pull the old lining off and install our new one. We got a new one and some new rivets. Call them guys up. They know exactly what you're talking about. Even when you don't know what you're talking about, they know what you're talking about, and they get you the right stuff. We're not affiliated with these guys whatsoever, but they do a good job. So we'll grind the rivets off and drill that out, countersink it for the rivets, and rivet it on there. Okay, so when we rivet this, we're going to rivet this, we're going to use tools out of this kit. Okay, here's Timberjack Eaton toolkit. I got this from a guy that used to have something to do with Lions equipment before that went out of business or whatever happened to that. We need today, we need the rivet anvil and the rivet tool kit, which is just basically a drill the band, punch to knock out the rivets, spade drill to countersink the rivet heads, and a rivet setter tool in conjunction with the anvil. The anvil, you set the rivet on there, rest of the band rests there, you bang it on there. You'll get the drift here in a second. But in here's different stuff. This is the brake tool. Test the winch cylinder. There's a little tool to put the clutch cylinder together. This is part of a tool to rebuild the winch brake cylinder. There's another part to it, and I believe that's another piece to it. And then there's this has got some extra stuff in it. It's got the stuff to do the winch band, rivets. He's got some tools to press bearings into 240, the A series transfer cases. There's a little bit extra shit in here that it's more than just the Eaton kit, but it's pretty cool and nice to have. So that's that. Okay, apparently we're going to have to narrate this portion because
Bigfoot's arm's going to be in the way the whole time. But basically what he's doing here is he's taking the spade drill and he's counter boring the band to recess the rivet heads in. And basically you just shorten up the spike on the bottom of the spade drill and you use it on a hard surface like that, and that sets your depth for the heads so you don't drill all the way through your band, if you follow what I'm trying to say. There's the old lining compared to the new lining. I don't know, I'd say that was half gone. So that should make a huge difference in adjusting stuff up. Dark out now. Pretty close to dark. So we call that enough. Okay, we got our doodad hooked up here. It shows we lost a little bit of pressure, but probably in this piece of junk. We have no leaks from the clutch area. There's a little drip there, but that's probably from that crazy connection where we're hooking up. That could be our loss of pressure there, right there too. So we're going to call this fixed and put it on the machine. Okay, we got the winch set back in. Using our handy dandy Clark forklift and our little rigging deal. I wouldn't get under that if I was you, but I don't. I sit on the forklift. But upholstery guy wasn't even here. Got to sit in all by myself, brought it over the back, slid it down the arch, fell right into place. I should have filmed it, but I didn't want to because I figured I would just run out of battery before I got it in there. Should have filmed it.